All right, let's dive into the story of what seems like a quintessential American small town. But this isn't just about small town charm and local history. Nope. It's about something pretty significant that's going on there, something that operates just outside of most people's day-to-day awareness.
So picture Batavia, New York. It's right in the heart of Genesee County, and it's got all the things you'd expect. A really charming downtown, a deep sense of history, a vibrant local life. You know the type of place? It feels familiar, kind of comfortable, a town you could pass through and think, yeah, I get this place.
But like pretty much any town, Batavia has its layers. There's this significant presence here that, well, it isn't technically hidden, but for a lot of people, it might as well be. So what is this secret that's hiding right there in plain sight? Okay, let's start peeling back those layers. And this story, it doesn't really begin in the town square. It starts on the outskirts, on a street with a, let's just say, a very telling name. Here we are, 4250 Federal Drive. This is the address of a federal institution, and it operates with this quiet, almost unassuming discretion. See, it's not a secret because it's physically concealed. I mean, it's right there on the map. The secret is that it just exists outside the daily thoughts of so many of the people living right there. So what is this place exactly? Well, the name on the sign gives it all away, revealing a direct link to a huge national system. Officially, it's called the Batavia Service Processing Center, and it's operated by U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE. Though if you talk to some of the locals, they might just call it the Batavia Detention Center. So what in the world does a service processing center actually do? Well, its official purpose is to be a temporary holding space. It's for people who are caught right in the middle of immigration proceedings. You can think of it as a stop along what is often a very complex and very long journey. And the people held here, man, they come from incredibly different circumstances. You've got asylum seekers who are looking for refuge, people who are apprehended at the border, or even folks who have lived in the country for a long time as non-citizens and are now facing deportation. But here's the thing. This facility in small-town New York, it's not some isolated island. Not at all. It's actually a really critical piece of a much, much larger system, one that stretches clear across the entire country. The Batavia Center is really just one link in this huge chain of detention facilities all over the U.S. It plays a very specific role in the complex and, let's be honest, often contentious world of national immigration enforcement. So what happens on this one quiet street is directly tied to policy decisions being made hundreds of miles away in Washington, D.C. So, what does all this mean for the actual people of Batavia? Well, the facility's presence creates this really unique and, complicated dynamic for the whole local community. You really have two different realities happening at the same time. On one hand, the center is an economic engine. It provides good jobs for local people. But on the other hand, its very purpose makes it a focal point for this huge national debate. It sparks all these conversations about immigration policy, human rights, and the conditions for the people held inside. So this one single building in Batavia becomes this powerful point of intersection. It's incredible, really. You've got local economics, national policy, human rights advocacy, and global migration trends, and they all converge right here on Federal Drive. And that brings us right back to our original question. Now I think we can start to redefine what the secret of Batavia actually is. And this is really what it all comes down to. The secret isn't about physical concealment at all. It's about its overlooked public profile. It's about that gap between something's presence and our awareness of it. The reality of this place and all the lives it touches are often invisible to the very community that it's a part of. This is the core of it, right here. The Batavia Service Processing Center is a place where a massive, abstract, global issue, immigration, becomes a tangible local reality. It impacts lives, families, and an entire community every single day. And understanding this really challenges our idea of what a small American town even is. It pulls back the curtain on these unseen layers of connection to national and even international events. It kind of forces us to acknowledge the complex realities that exist, sometimes silently, in communities just like this one all across the country. So the takeaway here, it's not just about Batavia. It's really an invitation to look a little closer at the world right around you. Which leads me to a final question for you to think about. What unseen walls, what overlooked realities exist in your own community?